we could be out there with those people who are not having any fun at all.
I just want you to know that they actually tried to get into our party, and we had to stop them.
They did.
So we had the better party.
Definitely the better party. And I mean, I'm just overwhelmed with the things that you've done, never mind what you said. The things that you said are wonderful and embarrassing and make me want to climb under the table and things like that a little bit. But I do want to say a couple things that have come up in the past couple days. And I don't know how many of the undergraduate students are still here. I see some of you. In the past 2 days, a couple people have said that I opened up spaces at the university or somewhere for students that didn't exist before. And I don't have a sense of that. And I'm going to be a little bit serious for a moment here. What I have more a sense of is that there are places being closed off to all of you all the time, not just students, us too. And that we need to think about that and how we stop that. And so I don't know, people ask me what I'm going to do after this, and I said, I think it was to Dick and I don't remember who else was there, but I said, maybe we need to do something about saving public education. And I've put some students here in touch with some students in Montreal, where, as you may know, there have been cacerolades every night for 40-some days. People joining students in the streets and banging pans and pots and saying, enough of this austerity. We know there's wealth. We know it's not being distributed in a fair way. And so, I mean, part of what, I want to say is that we really need to tell the Yudovs of the world that what he's doing is shameful. I don't know if somebody said shame. It is shameful. This institution is one that nurtured some of us who are here, I know, and allowed us to do what we're doing. So that's the serious part. The other part, and I have to say this to my brother and sister if they're going to be watching this, and of course to my daughter, is that no matter what it is we're working on, we can have a lot of fun together. And that's sort of, this tonight has typified that for me. Walking in and seeing this space transformed by all of you who transformed it, and dancing the Dabki, having the Middle East ensemble here. It's good that Zavini has connections. So thank you, Scott, Marcus, and all of your colleagues who came and played for us this morning, this evening. It was really terrific. So that's really all. I know there are some people who've come in the room that I haven't even greeted yet, and I'll get to them in a minute. And I just want to say one other thing, and that is, in terms of the people you work with at KCSB and at Associated Students, but particularly at KCSB, they're an odd group of people. They usually look just a little bit funny, and they have an amazing heart. So I walked into one person's show today, and I won't name him, but most of you would know it. He's the grumpiest guy on the schedule, the most outrageous, and you think you have exchanges with people, and you don't imagine having necessarily a relationship with us. And he told me, but for technical difficulties, he was doing a show for me today, and so. Those are enormous moments, and I just want to thank you all for that. And I think there's still food and a little other stuff here, and I think we should enjoy it, but I think we really do need to take the university back. Dilling Yang is here. I want to acknowledge her. She comes in and sits on the floor, which is only appropriate, right? She turns up all over the place when Henry Yang has not been able to come, but I think she's put the word out, and he may be coming here soon.
She's a radio person.
She's a radio person? Well,
I'm here to pay my respect.
Well, and to you, but you know, I think that Henry Yang does what he can to try and save this institution, but I think a lot of us need to be, if not on the streets, somewhere else doing something to save it. So let's have some fun, but let's have some agendas too. Thank you all so much. Let's have a party.